Do you remember the 2002 MTV VMAs? Because they were a hot mess.
I consider him the artist of the millennium.
If someone had told me that I would be getting the Artist of the Millennium Award, I wouldn't have believed it.
I'd like to accept the Artist of the Millennium Award myself. I guess they're giving them backstage. Everyone's getting them.
What?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Just like my previous videos, I've been covering the most messy and chaotic award shows, and the 2002 MTV VMAs are no exception. I was going to start with the 2001 VMAs, but the audio is so crunchy on the file that I found that I feel like it will take away from the enjoyment of watching the video because you can barely understand what people are saying. So I've come up with three options. The first being, if someone has a fantastic version of the 2001 VMAs, please send it my way. The second option is every time I need to show a clip, I do a voiceover of whoever is talking, and my impersonation skills are not the best, so this option may not be the best option. And then the third option is just to make the video with incredibly crunchy audio. What do you guys think? Anyhow, let's talk about the 2002 VMAs. The show opens with James Gandolfini, a talented soprano that starred in a show, I guess, about a bunch of other sopranos. He introduces Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band performing Rising. They perform in the rain, and it's actually really cool. It adds to the performance. Jimmy Fallon is the host of this year's awards. He comes out to the stage to do a parody of a bunch of hit songs from that year. He starts off by doing a parody of Eminem's Without Me. He does a little rap and brings up the controversial use of MP3.
And don't tell me when you drop your CD, cause I'll download it on my MP3.
For those that are unaware, MP3 was hated by the music industry because it was very popular on free file sharing applications like LimeWire and Napster. I talk a lot more about this issue in my 2000 VMA video, so go check that one out. Basically, the music industry was losing money because people no longer wanted to buy physical copies of music when they could have MP3 files for free on things like Napster.
And the royalties make you crazy.
iTunes was created in 2001, which did help with the whole legally buying music thing. But if you are technologically savvy, are you going to buy MP3 files, or are you just going to download them for free on Napster? Jimmy then parodies the White Stripes and Avril Lavigne. There are shots of Avril being a good sport in the audience, but there is also a reaction from Mary J. Blige that is so funny. I've decided that Mary's reactions are my favorite thing about covering these award shows. Jimmy then parodies Dave Matthews Band's Every Day, ending with the hugging guy in the music video hug/tackling Jimmy to the ground. It's actually not the same actor that was in the music video due to Friedlander, the guy from 30 Rock. Could they not afford him or something?
Trying to host this show.
Jimmy then parodies Nelly's Hot in Her. Jimmy stops the performance to make a joke about the pronunciation and spelling of her.
It's hot in her. Hot in her.
Even asking Nelly in the audience how to pronounce it.
It's hot over her. Do you need a sweater?
Jimmy then parodies Enrique Iglesias' Hero. Jimmy makes fun of Enrique's mole. The mole gets bigger and bigger, and I feel like Enrique is really insecure about it because you see shots of him trying to hide his face in the audience. For those that do not know, Enrique gets his mole removed the following year, and for some reason I thought this was due to bullying and harassment in the media about it looking bad. However, a dermatologist did tell him that if he left it on his skin, it could lead to cancer, so he was like, bye-bye. Skin cancer is no joke, you guys. Wear sunblock every day and get irregular moles checked. There is then a shot of Chester Bennington in the audience mouthing "that's funny" when Jimmy is making fun of Enrique's mole. We then get to hear some actual vocals. James Brown is finally introduced to the stage to sing a little before introducing Britney Spears to the stage. Miss incoming, Miss incoming. Britney Spears, looking absolutely stunning,
Well done, mama.
comes out to introduce Michael Jackson to the stage. We have a lot of people introducing other people to the stage tonight. The reason for all of this is that it is Michael Jackson's birthday. She talks about how much of an icon he is, but little does she know that her subjective opinion is going to be turned into an objective award. So Britney says this.
I consider him the artist of the millennium. So happy birthday, my friend, the king of pop.
Michael Jackson then comes out to the stage to a standing ovation. Michael Jackson is presented a huge birthday cake and this weird trophy of a treble clef with a red ribbon tied on it. Michael thinks that this is an award, and because Britney said this earlier,
I consider him the artist of the millennium.
Michael mistakenly believes that he was just awarded the Artist of the Millennium Award.
If someone had told me that one day I would be getting, as a musician, the Artist of the Millennium Award, I wouldn't have believed it.
I don't know who to blame here because on one hand, Britney never explicitly said that Michael was winning the Artist of the Millennium Award and come on out, but on the other hand, why did MTV give him this weird looking treble clef award? It's just very confusing and a very messy chain of events. Even more confusing, Michael Jackson pulls out a list of people to thank, which once again means that he thought he was winning an award well enough beforehand to write a speech.
David Blaine, your magic is real and I believe in you.
But if MTV never intended to give him an award, what is going on? So I did some research to try and figure out what is happening, and I found two theories that explain why Michael Jackson got to the point where he wrote a thank you speech. The first theory is that MTV actually intended to give him the Artist of the Millennium Award, but decided to pull away from it last minute to embarrass him. On MTV's website, it says that Michael Jackson has won the award. However, the use of the word unprecedented could either be interpreted as them saying this is the first time this award has been given out to an artist and will never be given out again, or it could be interpreted as shade in saying that it's unprecedented because Michael Jackson made it up. Around this time, Michael Jackson was bashing his record label Sony Music for not compensating him enough and other artists, and then Sony clapped back being like, actually you owe us money, we gave you in advance and you still haven't paid it back yet because your album flopped. So the theory goes that MTV was a part of his plan to embarrass Michael because Sony wanted to get back at Michael. However, MTV has never been owned by Sony, so why would an independent company want to take orders from another company? The second theory, and once again, not a very legitimate theory, Louis C.K. went on a radio show and talked about knowing a person behind the scenes that told him that Michael Jackson demanded that MTV give him this Artist of the Millennium Award last minute.
He demanded that she say Artist of the Millennium.
He even went on to say that Michael told MTV to tell Britney to say this.
He said he won't do it unless she says it. Britney Spears was like, what?
So following this theory, MTV probably told some intern to run across the road and buy some bargain bin trophy and tie a ribbon on it to make this award seem legit. And you know what? I'm inclined to believe this theory because MTV seemed very pissed off about this whole thing. Right after this happens, Jimmy Fallon makes a joke about Michael mistakenly believing that he just won an award, which is mainly just intending to embarrass him, right?
Thank you. I'd like to accept the Artist of the Millennium Award myself. I guess they're giving them backstage. Everyone's getting them. Between you and me, I think he's had some work done. We'll be right back. Go pee.
It also affirms to the audience that, yeah, MTV did not plan this, and why would MTV want to push that message out immediately after it happened? It also kind of makes sense in the context of Michael Jackson's low album sales. It would make sense for Michael to want to paint this narrative of him still being incredibly successful and winning these humongous awards, rather than having really low album sales and being in his flop era. No matter what the case, this was a mess. Britney then gets the show back on track by introducing the nominees for Best Pop Video. The theme for this year's nomination clips are infomercials. In this clip, they make a Moon Man award into a cheese grater and a pizza cutter. The nominees are NSYNC featuring Nelly, Girlfriend Remix, Shakira, Whenever Wherever, Michelle Branch, All You Wanted, No Doubt featuring Bounty Killer, Hey Baby, and Pink, Get the Party Started. Just like all of my other VMA videos, I've created a Spotify playlist of all of the songs that were either nominated or featured in this year's awards. Link is in the bio, go take a listen. No Doubt wins. Jennifer Love Hewitt then introduces Pink performing Just Like a Pill, bop 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 bop. Enrique Iglesias and Kylie Minogue then come out to present Best R&B Video. Jimmy Fallon gives the most foul introduction to the legendary Kylie Minogue.
I did an impression of him in the beginning, and I'd like to press against her ending. Please welcome Enrique Iglesias and Kylie Minogue.
Enrique then slips up and does not know what his line is.
Where's my line?
They then read out the nominees. In this nomination clip, the Moon Man is being used as a thigh toner. The nominees are Alicia Keys, A Woman's Worth, Ashanti, Foolish, Usher, You Got It Bad, Aaliyah, Rock the Boat, and Mary J. Blige, No More Drama. Mary J. Blige wins. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen then come out to present Breakthrough Video. Jimmy makes this joke.
Here's Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen!
I feel like this is meant to be alluding to the fact that Ashley is 2 minutes older than Mary-Kate, which makes it more okay to talk about her suggestively. In the next nomination clip, the Moon Man is a drill. The nominees are DMX, Who We Be, The Crystal Method, Name of the Game, Coldplay, Trouble, Maxwell, This Woman's Work, Cake, Short Skirt, Long Jacket, and the White Stripes, Fell in Love with a Girl. The White Stripes win. B2K, yes, I accidentally said in my previous video BK2, it's giving Burger King 2, present a performance by Ja Rule, Ashanti, and Nas performing Down For You and One Mic. Nas then tells us that we need peace in hip-hop music.
We need peace in hip-hop music.
Anthony Kiedis and Brittany Murphy then come out to present the MTV 2 award. In this nomination clip, the Moon Man is a blender. The nominees are The Hives, Hate to Say I Told You So, Nappy Roots or Nah, Music, Half Crazy, Norah Jones, Don't Know Why, Dashboard Confessional, Screaming Infidelities, and The Strokes, Last Night. Brittany reads out the winner and has no idea who Dashboard Confessional are.
Oh, Dashboard Confession! Screaming!
Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera, and Steve-O then come out to present Best Rap Video. Steve-O has a stunt planned.
They told me I'm not allowed to pull my wiener out.
Because he cannot do that stunt, Steve-O tries to fit the whole microphone into his mouth, and while doing that, Bam sucker punches him. Ouch! In this nomination clip, the Moon Man is a lock and block. The nominees are Ludacris featuring Sleepy Brown, Saturday, Uh-Oh, DMX, Who We Be, Nas, One Mic, Eminem, Without Me, P. Diddy featuring Black Rob and Mark Curry, Bad Boy for Life, a song that in the future will get Jesse Nelson-ified. Jingle Ball, are you ready? Johnny Knoxville then staples the winner's card onto Steve-O's stomach and then rips it off to reveal the winner to be Eminem. Mike Shinoda and Chester Bennington of Linkin Park and Sonny Sandoval and Wav of POD then come out to present the Best Hip Hop Video. In this nomination clip, the Moon Man is now an electric beater. The nominees are Outkast featuring Killer Mike, The Whole World, Jennifer Lopez featuring Ja Rule, I'm Real Murder Remix, Busta Rhymes featuring P. Diddy and Pharrell, Pass the Courvoisier Part 2, Ja Rule featuring Ashanti, Always on Time, Fat Joe featuring Ashanti and Ja Rule, What's Love, and Missy Elliott featuring Ludacris and Trina, 1 Minute Man Remix. Jennifer Lopez wins for a song that has a very controversial lyric in it. Gwen Stefani knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I want to thank Sony, Corey Rooney, Ty Mottola.
Oh, you better thank him. The effort that this man put in to try and ruin his ex-wife Mariah Carey's career is astounding. For those that do not know, Tommy Mottola, the head of Sony Music, was with Mariah Carey since the start of her career, but then when she decided to leave him, he was fuming to the point that he tried to create a certain artist into the new Mariah, should we say. I'll let Mariah tell you the rest from her audiobook of her memoir.
After hearing my new song, using the same sample I used, Sony rushed to make a single for another female entertainer on their label, whom I don't know. They used the Firecracker sample and released it before Loverboy. Ja Rule and I wrote a song together too, and next thing you know, Tommy was calling up his manager, Irv Gotti, asking him and Ja to collaborate on a duet for the same female entertainer's record, leaving me to scurry and remake the song. This was sabotage, plain and simple. I'm real.
I'll put If We by Mariah underneath the I'm Real remix in my Spotify playlist so you can hear the similarities, and then I'll also put both versions of Loverboy under it as well so you can hear the similarities to the I'm Real remix as well. Jimmy then says this joke.
Some news, everybody, just now I just heard, pretty terrible. Fat Joe just ate one of the Olsen twins. Horrible.
Kate Hudson and Heath Ledger then come out to introduce Shakira performing Objection Tango. Ow. She served so hard with her dancing. Jimmy Fallon then dresses up like Ryan Seacrest and Ryan Dunkelman? Who is Ryan Dunkelman? He was the co-host of the first season of American Idol. I feel like he has been erased out of everybody's memory.
Who let the dogs out? Who?
Brittany finds that joke laugh out loud hilarious. Pink, not so much. Simon Cowell, Paula Abdul, and Randy Jackson then come out to present Best New Artist in a Video. Simon does his big meanie bit and the crowd boos him.
The host is pathetic. The show is pathetic. The audience is pathetic.
Nah, come on, dog. Come on, give it up.
If Lady Gaga lives for the applause, Simon Cowell lives for the boos. Simon then does the bunny ears thing on Paula and Randy chokes him. Can we bring back the bunny ears thing? I feel like nobody does that anymore. In the nomination clip, the Moon Man is a juicer. The nominees are Ashanti, Foolish, B2K, John Mayer, No Such Thing, Avril Lavigne, Complicated, and Puddle of Mud, Blurry. Before the winner is revealed, the two finalists of the first season of American Idol, Kelly Clarkson and Justin Guarani, come out on stage. This was 6 days before the winner was revealed. This was still pre-Kelly Clarkson winning era. Mess incoming, mess incoming. Our resident rock chick that just likes to rock out wins.
I like to rock out.
She runs up to the stage where Kelly is standing with her Moon Man, but of course, Kelly wants a hug. Avril does not. In the clip, you can see Avril react as soon as she realizes Kelly is trying to hug her. She does not want to hug back and tries to twist away from Kelly, also trying to rip the Moon Man away from Kelly.
The girls are fighting! No!
It kind of looks like the Moon Man gets stuck in her hair, which may explain why she reacts the way she does, but it's still awkward. Afterwards, you can see Kelly mouthing something that implies she was affected by her interaction with Avril. In the future, Kelly has a little bit of a false memory and has gone on to say in interviews that she was elbowed in the face.
But I will say this, years later, she saw me and she said, oh my gosh, I don't know. People keep saying I elbowed you in the face and I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know. She did it. So.
Right.
This does not happen. Avril thanks L.A. Reid for letting her do her thing, and then the shady cameraman cuts to a shot of Britney in the audience.
I want to thank L.A. Reid for just letting me do my thing, and that's what it's about. I want to thank everybody at
Shady cameraman strikes again.
I'll let the lyrics from Pink's Don't Let Me Get Me explain the shade. David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar come out to present Best Rock Video. In this nomination clip, the Moon Man is a rock'em sock'em robot. The nominees are Jimmy Eat World, The Middle, Creed, My Sacrifice, Linkin Park, In the End, Korn, Here to Stay, POD, Youth of a Nation, and System of a Down, Chop Suey. Linkin Park wins. Mike Myers then comes out to the stage to introduce a performance by Eminem doing White America and Cleaning Out My Closet, with a bunch of old white congressmen behind him. Imagine the casting call for this performance. Carson Daly then presents the Lisa Lopez AIDS Scholarship that is in memory of Lisa Left Eye Lopez that will give a young person $25,000 that is committed to the fight against AIDS. TLC's Chili and T-Boz then come out to talk about the loss of Left Eye. It is very emotional. Carson then presents the award for Best Group Video. In this nomination clip, the Moon Man is a waffle maker. The nominees are POD, Alive, Linkin Park, In the End, No Doubt featuring Bounty Killer, Hey Baby, NSYNC featuring Nelly, Girlfriend Remix, Dave Matthews Band, Every Day, and Blink-182, First Date. It is no doubt that No Doubt wins. No doubt. In between the ad break, we get a shot of Donald Trump with Melania Trump on the red carpet. Very interesting. Run DMC then come out to the stage to introduce a performance by P. Diddy. He starts off by performing Bad Boys for Life. Jingle Bell Ball, are you ready? He then performs I Need a Girl Part 1 and I Need a Girl Part 2 with Usher. I've never seen P. Diddy dance before. It also took me so long to realize that Usher is not singing. He does not have a microphone. He is just dancing around the stage, and he does this cool move with his chain. Diddy then performs Pasta Courvoisier Part 2 with Busta Rhymes, Genuine, and Pharrell. A bunch of performers then come out on stage on pogo stick thingy-majiggies. It is very cool. Lisa Marie Presley and Avril Lavigne then come out to present Best Female Video. Avril definitely does not say the line she was meant to say.
And they've got soul.
Yeah, whatever she said.
Okay.
In this nomination clip, the Moon Man is a nutcracker. The nominees are Michelle Branch, All You Wanted, Shakira, Whenever Wherever, Pink, Get the Party Started, Britney Spears, I'm a Slave for You, and Ashanti, Foolish. Pink wins and brings her entourage up on stage with her because she says she always wanted to be a rapper.
That's my entourage. I always wanted to be a rapper.
She then says this.
I'm too drunk for this.
Oh, this gives Mary J. Blige life. Jennifer Lopez then introduces the former mayor of New York, Rudy Giuliani, who was mayor at the time of 9/11. Giuliani thanks the artist for supporting the music capital of the world in the wake of the terrorist attacks and for raising money for families of the victims. He then introduces a performance by Sheryl Crow doing Safe and Sound with images of first responders and New Yorkers playing in the background. Triumph, the insult comic dog, then interviews Moby. The dog makes this joke.
R. Kelly may show up and want the Olsen twins. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, come on!
A similar joke was made in my 2003 VMA video. And then, hahaha, interesting, Christina Aguilera comes to the stage to present Best Male Video. In this nomination clip, the Moon Man is a sausage maker. Best Male Video, okay. The nominees are Elton John, This Train Don't Stop for Anyone, Enrique Iglesias, Hero, Usher, You Got It Bad, Greg David, Walking Away, Eminem, Without Me, and Nelly, Number One. Christina then reads out the winner.
Interesting. Eminem.
She knew from the get-go that MTV was trying to set her up. The camera then cuts to a shot of Eminem in the audience looking completely fed up with this tomfoolery. Absolute mess. For those that are confused about what I am talking about, go watch my 2000 MTV VMA video. Christina then cordially gives Eminem his Moon Man and he says thank you. They are both keeping it professional. Thank God I researched before because this version of the VMA that I watched was edited and I had no idea at first. This edit that I watched is not the censored version, it's not cutting out the filler version, it is the let's make Eminem look good version. So during Eminem's speech, Moby is booing him from the audience because he has criticized Eminem for his homophobia in his songs. Eminem responded by dissing Moby in Without Me by calling him the F-slur, which kind of proved his point. And then Eminem says this to Moby during his speech.
Keep booing. Keep booing, little girl. I will hit a man with glasses. My family, Haley.
The crowd is booing, and that's kind of how the audience sounds for the rest of his speech. And this is the edit of the first version of this VMA that I watched.
I want to thank Dr. Dre, Jimmy Iovine, the whole Interscope staff, MTV.
Oh, we have a stan editing the VMAs. There was also a clip of Eminem not wanting to be interviewed by Triumph, the insult comic dog, that was also cut out in the version that I watched. Here's the clip.
Eminem, come on. Let's talk to him. Buddy.
TV time, my man.
What?
TV time.
All right, he had his TV time. Look at these!
Kirsten Dunst and Jimmy Fallon come out to the stage and they do this bit where Kirsten Dunst doesn't want to talk to Jimmy because she is upset that Jimmy got this hosting gig right after they hosted the MTV Movie Awards together. Jimmy then goes on to say, oh, well, I just didn't think you would want to host this show. Like, you're too good for it. You were just in Spider-Man that made millions. Like, you're too good for this show. Kirsten then responds by saying this.
Actually, you're right. I am too big for this.
See, I told you, yeah.
You're not, though.
She then says this.
How'd you get this job anyway? Did they run out of Wayne's Brothers?
They will never run out of Wayans Brothers.
They then introduced the Hives performing Main Offender and the Vines performing Get Free. Brandy, in her Full Moon era, her best album, comes out to introduce a performance of Like I Love You by Justin Timberlake featuring Clips. This was Justin Timberlake's first time performing as a solo artist without NSYNC at the VMAs. And I love that he has 4 backup dancers. Jimmy Fallon then does a skit as Lance Bass, who got stuck in space for some reason, but I guess it explains why he is not there at the awards that night. The rest of NSYNC, Justin Timberlake, JC Chasez, Chris Kirkpatrick, and Joey Fatone come out to the stage. This was a weird time for NSYNC. I touched a little bit on it in my 2013 VMA video, but basically around this time, NSYNC still thought that they were together. They thought that they were going back into the studio to record an album where Justin Timberlake is right there going, I'm going solo, I'm riding solo. So Tracy and Teresa, winners of MTV's Last Fan Standing contest, come out to present the Viewer's Choice Award. In this nomination clip, the Moon Man is a multi-utensil. The nominees are Enrique Iglesias, Hero, Michelle Branch, Everywhere, POD, Alive, Eminem, Without Me, B2K, and Brandy, What About Us? Yup, my bias is showing, but yup. Michelle Branch wins. Hollywood power couple Nelly and Kelly Osbourne then come out to present Video of the Year. In this nomination clip, the Moon Man is a mosquito killer. The nominees are The White Stripes, Fell in Love with a Girl, Eminem, Without Me, Nas, One Mic, NSYNC, Gone, POD, Alive, and Linkin Park, In the End. Eminem wins. He apologizes for earlier and says that he is in anger management classes.
I gotta excuse me. I've been going through some anger management classes.
Guns N' Roses then closes out the show by doing a performance of Welcome to the Jungle, Madagascar, and Paradise City. And that is the end of the 2002 MTV VMAs. What a hot mess. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a comment down below telling me which award show I should cover next. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!